you're going to want to do is remove the stock plastic from the stock door. And you're going to start by putting on the driver 1 bracket in the first slot. You're going to skip the actual second hole and go to the third hole to install a bracket. Should fit right in. And then once you have those brackets on, you're going to want to tighten your bolts. Your second bracket you want to make sure is lined up straight down before you tighten it. Now you don't want these tight before you put the plastic back on, otherwise you won't be able to retighten them. And once you have those tight, reinstall the stock plastic, and then put your insert skin on. Now when you put the skin on, put it on loose. Once you have all 4 bolts in, go ahead and push the insert up to and line it up with the plastic. The brakes inside the skin itself should line up with the creases on the plastic. Once you have those lined up, go ahead and tighten the 4 bolts. Now we're going to do the rear, and same thing, you're going to remove the stock plastic. Then you're going to take your last 2 brackets, driver 3 and driver 4, and you're going to install them in the 2 openings on the bottom of the door. And same thing, line these 2 brackets straight down and tighten the 2 bolts that hold these brackets on. Then reinstall the stock plastic. And once you have your plastic back on, take your rear insert skin and put the 4 bolts in loosely. Get them started, and again take the skin itself, push it up and align it with the brakes to the creases on the plastic. Once you have those all lined up, go ahead and retighten the bolts. And install the aluminum bracket that came with it. It looks kind of like a Z. It has 2 slots in it to put your bolts in. And this little bracket will grab onto the steel tubing on the stock door. And the hole in the back will go into the C-pillar bolt in the bottom C-pillar bolt. So put those 2 on, put your C-pillar bolt back in, take your bracket and clamp it onto, push it onto the stock steel, and kind of push it and line it up right, and then go ahead and tighten those 2 bolts down, and then tighten your C-pillar bolt.